Everyone can say hi to YouTube, by the way. You just started. We have been around this area that has been amazing, dude. This area here is quite remarkable, I must say. The music's great. The atmosphere around it is awesome. I've been loving to find out more about it. I just saw maybe a path through here. Oh no, okay. And we were following Eve. That's what we were doing last time, I remember. Oh, this is a different song. Is this a boss fight or? Quite the way to start. Ow. Oh, okay, wait for it. Go for it, go for it. Nice, we got a crit. Oh, I thought I was shooting that one. Oh, we got the auto healing already working. Nice. How's it going, Heidi? Good to see you. Oh, I'm doing great. I missed from here? Okay. That might be a problem. Time to heal. How's your Tuesday going? We started like a sort of a boss fight straight away, so quite the high tempo start. Come on, show up. Okay. That's kind of a problem. Does a lot of damage doing that. I'm pretty sure I'm almost out of medicines, so I should be careful here. I just wasted 2 bullets. Nice. Oh, parasite powers have evolved. We have barrier now. Use this PE to absorb damage. Nice. And we have a lot of bonus points. Defense plus... We got 3 defense plus 1s and 15 damage. 15 bullets. That's nice. I kind of want to use them all in this vest. Only because it's cluttering my inventory as well. And we have the auto healing, so that's kind of cool. Still have 1 medicine. Well, there she is. He's on a carriage? Your genes are stronger than I thought. Come, my dear, let's go for a ride. Bet that's how she laughs. Let us go for a ride then. And the horse is on fire. That Parasite Eve. How's it going, Snipes? Good to see you, dude. Happy Tuesday. Why? Why be on the human side? Why not? I'm a human. Why are you going with them and not me? What? This horse is on fire. Is that another fight? Okay, we gotta start this fight by healing. We can't really move too much here, to be honest. Wait, did a slow 10k tonight? It took me like an hour and a half. Dude, still a 10k. That is awesome. That was also a lot of damage, by the way. Can't really avoid her attacks. Oh, we actually can, okay. I put barrier, but since I had barrier up, I still haven't gotten hit. That's not too bad, I don't think. Nice, 45, sweet. She does a lot of damage. It seems you still don't know who I am. You're Ultimecia. Well, if you don't know, your mitochondria will. That's why you were drawn to that opera. What are you talking about? Here, let me explain directly. Stop it! If we join forces, all the other mitochondria in the world will... Stop! We're back here. This does remind me of Final Fantasy VIII. Aya, Aya, answer me. I don't know if she's gonna. Daddy! Oh, Ben survived. Ben, weren't you going to the concert? I came with Mom, but she was all weird. What do you mean, Ben? I came with Mom so the three of us could be together. So that's why you came to get me. Mom went to the stage, but she freaked out. What do you mean, Mom freaked out? I got near the stage and started to feel sick. I wanted to go home. Mom wasn't herself, Dad. She laughed and everyone else went too. Lorraine. Casualties were much worse this time. We cannot put the lives of citizens in jeopardy any longer. We have orders to evacuate all citizens out of Manhattan. Fortunately, most people are out of the city for Christmas. What do we do, sir? We will stay and assist in neutralizing Eve. Shouldn't we leave it? Should we leave it to the army? We're the ones who are supposed to be protecting the city. Any word from Maya? Yo, Zach, how's it going? Happy Tuesday, dude. Good to see you. Damn it. Where could she be? Daniel, I need you to help evacuate the citizens. She's our only hope against this thing now. I'm going to look for her. Shouldn't we stop him, sir? He's lost Lorraine. You'll find Aya. You two help with the evacuation. Daddy! Oh, it's Ben and that weird officer. Ben, I'm sorry. I have to go find Aya. Where'd she go? I don't know, but she's the only one that can fight the thing that hurt your mommy. Kath, look after the kid, will ya? I will, don't worry. Shouldn't the kid evacuate, by the way? Come on, sport. You like dogs? I'll introduce you to the best police dog in town. Alakablam! Yo, Monkey Ranch, how's it going? Good to see you, dude. Happy Tuesday. Can I show you? Can I show this boy the dog? Sure, let me open the fence. Hey, you got a visitor. Weren't there, weren't there two dogs? This is Shiva. Hey, I think she likes you. That tickles. That's a interesting cutscene. So the entire town is gonna get deserted, right? The cutscenes are really cool. Definitely, I see the old Squaresoft cutscene style, but more in a Resident Evil kind of display instead of the usual RPG-ish way that Square does it. How y'all doing? Doing good. Had a genuinely annoying day at work, but doing much better now. And I got the USB port thing to put on the PC, so now I don't think the camera will die. We'll test that out. How many times do I gotta tell you? We've blocked this off. You won't even find a cat on this street. I told you, I've already contacted the police about this matter. What? I'm not getting anywhere with my English. You move project on Monday? Hopefully to a better one. Yeah, you should be working after at 10:30 p.m., dude. Hey, you Chinese? No, I'm Japanese. Nanda, ninjohi desu ka? Oh yes, can you speak Japanese? Chotto dake na. Nare datsu ka? I am Kunuhiko Maeda. Japanese. This guy doesn't speak Japanese. Hey, if you can't speak the language, go back to your country. Ugh. Calm down. Take it easy, man. It's bad for your heart. Ugh. I'm getting. I'm. I'm hot. Help! Arr. Oh, dude started combusting. I guess it's now or never. Well, that's convenient. Spontaneous human combustion. I believe that's correct. Yeah, hopefully you get a better project, Snipes. I've been quite annoyed with work, especially, it was interesting yesterday at 48 Live we were talking about AI and AI development, and today I had an interesting going with AI development. Yeah, cost me literally an afternoon of work. Just because I changed something, or I asked Cursor to change something in one of my tests from the test suite that I had developed, it just absolutely destroyed the filter settings that I had configured in all tests. So everything just broke. And I was validating a release, and I just got like, "Whoa! Why are all the tests failing? Is this a major bug issue?" But no, it was my code that was actually broken. And then to revert all that, it was interesting. Where? I like breaking games too. I understand why you use it to refine your reporting, but we need to use it for development at the moment. Hospital. So yeah, and once you use cursor to kinda do things for you, it gets a bit harder to to adapt the code yourself, which is interesting. Oh, you're finally awake. Who are you? I'm Kunohiko Maeda. I'm a scientist from Japan. He found you. Vibe coding, yeah, basically that's it. That's the vibes. Daniel, there's no one out there but the cops. It's a ghost town. Never seen anything like it. Pretty creepy if you ask me. Where's Eve? What happened to the people in Central Park? Ben was okay, but the rest of the audience, well, it just disappeared. Disappeared? You mean they weren't ignited? They all melted into slime and became one big mass. That's something new. Nothing like that happened in Japan. Japan? A similar incident occurred several years ago in Japan, although it wasn't as grandiose in scale as this one. What? Hey, give us the details. It all started when a scientist's wife was involved in a car accident. The scientist tried to culture her liver cells in order to keep her alive. The scientist named those cells Eve. Eve. Look at Aya doing her best Solid Snake impression of asking, using the last word in a question form to, so we can explain the plot. I like that. So classic, dude. The liver cells multiplied and her mitochondria eventually took over her physical body. After acquiring the scientist's sperm, Eve tried to give birth to an ultimate being. An ultimate being. See? I just need to try and do the Solid Snake voice, and it's the same style. I love it. Ultimate being. What kind of being? She, the being who mutated from the liver cells, could maintain her body for long. By the way, before the car accident occurred, the wife had registered to have her organs donated. So after the accident, her kidneys were transplanted into a young girl. And Eve implanted a fertilized egg in the young girl who gave birth to an ultimate being. I was extremely interested in this and went to his lab so I could continue research. After hearing about this incident, I had to fly over here. What the hell is going on here? I wish I could explain more. Aya, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I thought that monster had gotten a hold of you. Thought it was too late. When I felt Eve, something inside me felt like it was being... You felt like you were about to... You felt like... You felt you were about to be ignited, correct? No, she's... Well, she's the only one that isn't affected. What? I... I don't understand. I think I may be a monster, like her. What? What are you saying, Aya? I don't know. What if I end up killing you? Oh, shut up. You know that's not... Please, Daniel, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Please go away. Just stay away from me. Aya. Please. Yes, I understand your point. Hey, where do you think you're going? Even if I am a monster, I don't ever want to kill you, Daniel. Please. I could never forgive myself if I killed you. You... Aya, you're no monster. You're my best partner, Aya Bree. I'll be by your side. Always, Aya. So, seems like she's the little girl, right? We'll see. We'll see about the story. The plot thickens. When I touch Eve, that feeling. Was it Maya? But Maya died in the car crash with Mom. No, it just couldn't be. Day 3. Selection. Let's go ahead and do another save, of course. Well, the TV is off and the fire is out. Got some more ammo. And that's about it. That was a long night. Sleep well? You were here all night? I told you to go away. You could have died, you know. Well, there's no one in the city, so... He's arguably safer now. Scientists can't believe anything without proof. It's just one of those things. And besides... What? Oh, nothing. There's the best song ever. Daniel? No traffic. This is the way it ought to be around here. Daniel, So, what we're sitting around for? We've got work to do. Daniel. Thanks. Alright, we're gonna need some bigger weapons. There's a gun shop over there. Let's stock up. You found a coilover suspension for the Mazda? Nice. Mazda dreams. Is it D, Daniel? It could be. It could be D, Daniel. We don't know exactly. Also, I just ignored D, Daniel. I see a pharmacy here. Thanks, Barrett. I mean, Daniel. The door's broken. Oh, this music is so good, dude. What's up with him? All of a sudden, he's a happy camper. I won't ever understand the scientist types. I got another revive. Let's see what he says. Yes, I wish I could take all these back to Japan. Dude wants to steal drugs to take to Japan. Yeah, that's a felony, right? Got some medicine too. Which, actually, we're gonna need to pick up a bunch of that. This song has to jump straight into the playlist. So good. How's it going, Mikano? Good to see you. Oh, we got another tool. Nice. And a critical evade. Double nice. Oh, I'm loving it, dude. This feels like, I think the best compliment I can pay to this game is that it feels like a modern game. Like, it has modern game mechanics, and it was released in what, 98, 96? Like, this tool thing and the improvement of the weapons and the way it does, so yeah, the way you can just use the tool and say, hey, so I want to get this special token on my more powerful vest, but I'll lose the other vest. It's kind of cool. It's kind of super cool. And then you can improve your armor or weapon to have another slot, so then you can use the tool again. I love that. It's something that would be super cool in like a recent game. The fact that they had this back then, it's even crazier. Like, inventory management was a thing of the PS1 era for games of this, this genre. Having to know which items to take, which items to leave, which ones to grab, which ones to ignore. You know what I mean? It's so cool. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing better now. Work was a bust, but can't go wrong with some Parasite Eve. Perk to add more slots without losing benefits, all that. Yeah. It's super cool. I like that. And it doesn't clutter like everything else. So, because if you use the tool, you then lose your previous item. So, you have to weigh between the pros and cons and know exactly what you want to get out of, the item. Which is super cool. I love that idea. Like, I could try and get the ×3, so that means I would shoot 5 shots from my weapon if I put that in my rifle, right? But I'll lose the gun. Or I could move the... Oh, yeah, I was thinking I could do that. So I could move If I move the pluses to a new weapon, does it add it or does it just change it? I need to do that in a save point, so... Also, we have a bunch of bonus points, so we should be using that. I'll bump up the item capacity and the active time. It's a shame there's no easy way to play this game other than maybe having a PS1 copy of the game or emulation. Yeah, for me, emulation is the only way because I don't have a NTSCU or J PS1, and this game didn't release in PAL as we've discussed. So emulation is literally the only way. But it's surprising to me that it doesn't, honestly. This would be such a cool game to have in a, to have ported to the PS5 and have like a cool trophy. Platinum trophy to go around. There's so many challenges I can see people doing. Maybe they are working on it, I don't know. Wish they would. They might do. This is a cult classic, right? I know this game has quite the following. I don't know if people speedrun it. I'd be interested to check that out. They weren't kidding when they said they sell guns here in America. Where the Japanese dude freaks out with the gun shop. This is it. We'll help ourselves to some ammo. Oh, it's locked. Out of the way, Ava. Aya. Daniel, no. Sorry, but this is the only way. Okay, you could have waited, for her to get out of the way before you shoot. Not the best partner move right there. I gotta agree with Maeda here. Are you really a cop? We think so, but we don't have scientific proof, if that's what you're asking. They just ported this to the PS5 or made a port for Steam, like how Capcom recently have been releasing their older games. Would be pretty cool. I don't know if. But to be fair, Square has so much on their plate. Like they're working, from what I hear, they are working on a Final Fantasy IX port. They've been porting the old Final Fantasy games, and I guess Final Fantasy is their big, IP that they want to port. And there are so many other, massive Squaresoft games, especially from this era, like Parasite Eve 2. You have what's the other game I'm missing the name? The one it's not Vandal Hearts, that's the Konami one. I always get those two confused. It's the one that has the similar system to this one, but what's the Vagrant Story, There's so many cool Squaresoft games that they could be porting. So I don't know what their business decisions are. I have no idea. Yeah, I could listen to this song. Bullet cap +1. What is the bullet cap? Increases bullet capacity by 1. We'll put that on the rifle. Absolutely. Oh, more range. Nice. Actually, let's wait to see if we don't find a better weapon. Oh, there's a sniper rifle here. A bunch of rifles as well. We got another tool. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and pick your favorite accessories, ladies. Club 2? We have an improved club? An M11. Ooh, look at that. What is the M11? That looks interesting. How do I check it? Rate of fire 5. Random rate of fire 1.5. What is random rate of fire? How does that work? Does it do more damage than the rifle? Okay, it doesn't do more damage. And it has considerably lower range. But it takes more bullets. So I guess this would be like an Uzi that you can fire at close range. I guess we could finally drop the handgun. Remember those? Sony owns Square and will not do ports right now because of live service games are more important. I wonder how long Capcom lasts with Sony if they got told to create a live service game instead of good games. I don't know. You know, live service games are in a interesting position right now because the whole stop killing games movement is getting traction and getting ears, and stuff is happening in the European Parliament, which, you know, having live service games needing, you know, the necessity of them being available after their, you know, being available forever, basically. Instead of you just, we're gonna turn off the servers, you can't play anymore. So that's gonna, you know, that's gonna have to impact some things in the development state. I don't think they will stop making live service games. I think they will start to weigh the pros and cons of it and see the most profitable way, because, you know, let's face it, that's what they want profits. So people didn't boycott Marathon. Marathon made so much unnecessary money and still is. I haven't seen Marathon yet. Is it any good? I have no idea. Marathon costs $700 million so far. Is that the actual price? I'm not surprised. It's just, who's gonna foot the bill maintaining the servers? I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna maintain the servers. I think they are gonna do, what they are going to do is, and I mean, that's the basically the cheapest way to make live service games available. So I think they're going to create like a single player campaign or a way to play it, or either make a tiny local server available that you can play with, LAN with your friends, or that you can play some sort of, you know, sample of your game after it runs its course. I think that's what they're going to do. I think that's the logical progression and the cheapest way to do it. Because, yeah, they're not going to pay for a server to be up for, I don't know, 50, 60 years for like the 20, 30 people that are going to speedrun or play the game when they feel like it, not even regularly, you know what I mean? So I think the cheapest option and the most logical way to solve it, it's either you do a section or a part of the game that you can play locally, or you provide the option to the user to buy like a local server to have it, I don't know, either, you know, either you take care of, I don't know how that's the logistics of it will gonna work, but I think that's the way you do it, and you still make money. So I think that's what they're going with it. Sony paid $3.6 billion for Bungie. Bungie was reevaluated at $2.9 billion, but that's, you know, those numbers are always, you know, you can't just believe numbers like that. It's just crazy. We got Club 2. Look at that. That's better. I just wonder what studio next to get axed. I don't know. You think Naughty Dog is the next? I don't know. I honestly have no clue. Sony had to pay $3.6 billion to the shareholders in cash. Unless Bungie makes up that money, they'll never get it back. I think you people are worrying too much about money. You know, games used to be something that... that's the thing that I keep seeing all the time. And it kind of annoys me a little bit. You know, I used to play games, and I did not give, so excuse my French, but I did not give a single fuck how much money a studio makes. I don't care. You know, as long as they produce good stuff, they will have, you know, people playing the games. That's how I used to look at games. I play the games, I enjoy them, I spend my money, I get something in return. That's it. That's the transaction. It's not my responsibility. As much as I love Konami, dude, I was the biggest Konami fan I grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. You have the insane amount of games they produced that were absolutely insane, and I'll always be thankful for them. They have made some of the worst decisions in business that I've seen. I do not care about Konami anymore, and I never actually did. I just care about what they produced. They were good. They did good stuff, but I think people get too involved with, oh, they bought this studio for, I don't know, this reported amount of money. So there's this diehard fans that, oh, they spent this amount of money, I need to buy like 10 copies to help them succeed. That's not how it works, dude. Just because you buy talent doesn't mean you get the talent. Sometimes they buy companies like Bungie, but the essential pieces and the best workers have already left. So the fact that they accept it to be sold is because they know there's nothing worthy to be bought there. You know what I mean? Same with Naughty Dog, dude. I love Naughty Dog. I love stuff Naughty Dog produced. I loved Crash Bandicoot. They were so innovative. They were the pioneers of the PS1 era. They invented programming methods that completely revolutionized how people did games in the PS1. You can watch Ars Technica videos talking about it. The people that did that, the engineers that were actually that good, are not there anymore, and they were not involved in the later. You know, things change. You can't just get attached to a brand of people that make games. And as a gamer, or as someone who enjoys games, I don't see why you would do that. Just play the games. If the game is good, keep playing it. I know people that force themselves to play garbage games because they like the company. What is that all about? You're spending your time, your money, because I used to love Call of Duty back in the day, so I have to play the newest Call of Duty for at least 4 hours a day because they deserve it, because they brought me happiness when I was young, even though it sucks right now. That's not how it works. It's like that one friend that, oh, should I buy this shirt? And you know the shirt looks terrible, and you say, oh, that looks great on you, because you don't want to hurt their feelings, and then they walk around looking like a clown. A true friend will say, no, take that off, that looks like shit. Save your money. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think we're getting so sidetracked with what actually matters. That's my point. It's like we get so sidetracked with what actually matters in games. It doesn't matter if you sell 10,000, 10 million, 500 billion copies. It's if you don't enjoy it, don't play it. It doesn't matter. The value, the sales figures don't make it a good game. They might have had a wonderful marketing team or a great sales scheme to sell it. And props to them. They made a profit. Good. That's what a company should do. But as someone who enjoys the games, I don't give a single fuck about that. All I want is to buy a game, play it, and be like, okay, I had a great time. They deserve my money. You think I care? I love Team Cherry because they did the right things. They produced great games. But if the team leaves and they produce a microtransaction-based game where they charge for every single DLC, you think I'm gonna be here like, oh, Team Cherry is still great because they had Hollow Knight? That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. So by the way, how's it going, brothers? Good to see you, Chim. And thanks yet for the gifted sub to Chim. I don't mean to get sidetracked, but these things kind of annoy me. And I see... Well, let me read what Heroes wrote first. The only reason that we should one company succeed in make the kind of games we make is because we are the ones who have to pay them. I would never have bought Bungie. I would also never buy the current Naughty Dog's sinking ship. The Skyrim team is gone now. We'll never get another Skyrim. But that's the point, though. That's also very important to discuss here. So there are various issues here at hand. Because, because the team that made Skyrim are great, and Skyrim will forever be, one of those games that everyone and their mother should play. It's a must-play game. It's an iconic moment in video game history. No denying about that. But you shouldn't be expecting, because the next team of developers that has the same name from the people that made Skyrim. It isn't the same people, but they just work for the same company. You shouldn't expect them to create another Skyrim. Because there's never going to be another Skyrim. There's going to be something else. You know what I mean? You can't wait for the same people to produce. You can't wait for thunder to strike twice or lightning to strike twice in the same place. It's extremely rare. And let's face it, nowadays the people that work in AAA games don't have the passion, the drive that, I know that I seem like an old fart saying stuff like this, but I genuinely believe this, and I genuinely think it's happening in every single other field, and I don't know why. It's like a pandemic when it comes to loving your craft. I see it at my work every day. It hurts. It hurts because, I see it. I see it in the discussions as well. It's like when we're talking about my favorite game or the time that I love playing, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid 3. You think I remember how many copies that game sold, how much money Konami made out of Metal Gear, or how it beat Final Fantasy X on sales, which probably didn't. Like, I don't know nothing about that, but I remember I distinctively remember saving my money as a young kid to buy the PS2 game to get home and experience that jungle environment. I remember that distinctively. I remember the TV I was playing that on. I remember what I heard, what I've seen, what I've experienced in my controller. Because that was someone that did that cared about everything else. And now it seems like we're printing, building games that just, this looks real, so people will get something out of it. And it looks nice, so it looks the part. So slap on the $80 fee, people will enjoy it for 2 hours. They will be like marveled by this, and then never play it again. And it'll be forgotten to the sands of time. And don't tell me it's because there are more games on offer. That's not what it is. It's just you can play some indie games that were released yesterday, but they have heart, they have soul, they don't look perfect, they are not perfect, and that's the imperfections that we love. You have stuff like this every single day. And I think it's so easy to realize that. And we see AAA teams and companies doing the exact opposite. They just copy the mainstream ideas, like, battle royales are the thing. We need to do battle royales. Just with a little twist, and everyone's gonna play them. And as long as we got people playing it, we slap on microtransactions and we make a bunch of money. So everyone else seeing the sales numbers and the people playing the concurrent numbers, they will think it's a good game. They will think it's iconic. By the way, dude, everyone hated math in school. Why is everyone obsessed with numbers? No one liked math. Why does suddenly everyone cares about a sleuth of numbers? What is the point? I don't get it. Anyway, rant over. Let me read chat. Should you care about the people, not the company? That's why you can enjoy games when people go and open something indie. Skyrim is so iconic. One of my students did a dissertation on it. That's the sort of things you want to create, right? You want to create something that lives forever and transcends media. But that usually doesn't come with AAA, which is a shame. But Capcom is one of the few people printing money right now in the AAA space. I have no clue about that. But if they are good, means they are doing good games. I don't know. Just want to play good games. Don't give a fuck about money is made, spent, how many copies. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm with you on that. We want to play fun games. That's it. I'm with you on that. Most important part of any game is that it's fun to play. That is such a basic concept that feels forgotten in today's games that I play sometimes. And it's such an easy thing to grasp. Like, you could build the best game ever that looks insane, but if it doesn't feel fun to play, if it's a drag, you're not going to play it again. I don't know how hard it is to grasp that thing. The landscape of the world in general is at least somewhat a factor. What do you mean by that? It might be my non-native language brain trying to understand that sentence. Current generation of gamers want instant gratification on a slow burn. I see that on everything, to be honest. I see that on every single thing. People just don't want to wait. It's gotta be, it's either you feel it instantly or, you know. So I'm gonna do this. I want to see what this does. Aha. So it puts us at a 3. It doesn't keep the 2. And we lose the weapon. How do I... Let me reload. Let me restart game, see if I knew I saved before, so... I don't want to draw anyone's ire, and I'm not defending them, but I think Nintendo remembered to keep fun central to their games. Yeah, you might be right on that. I don't know. I don't play many Nintendo games. That's a fault of my own, but I recognize that they are mostly about the fun. And mostly about, the party theme and more, I'd say more kid focused a little bit. It's like lots of things in life people seem to give up the instant something becomes hard or difficult and won't work through it. Do you know what the best things in life are? They are difficult. If something is easy, it's not worthy. It's not worth your time. I'm not saying it's not worth it. It's just not worth your time, dude. If something is just given to you, it's just if they do nothing. If it does nothing. If it's just you get there and you get it. You didn't work for it. Why would that feel good? I could be playing, for example, this Parasite Eve game, and if I'm playing this game and I get into the first boss fight and I put the controller down, boss dies, and I'm like, yoo-hoo, we defeated the boss because you entered the room. You think I'm gonna feel good about that? You think I'm gonna enjoy a game like that? No, I want the game to test me to see if I was paying attention. I see so many people complaining about the story, for example, in Metal Gear, but they don't actually spend time watching the cutscenes. They just read, stuff online, or they just watch videos explaining the story. Dude, you can definitely look for more detail. But if you're gonna play the game and it's a game that has long cutscenes, huge things you have to be paying attention to, you think it's just gonna pick it up like that? Just by, I have the controller in my hand, TV is on, I'm going through the game. Why am I not understanding the story? If you don't put the effort in, you're never gonna get it. And yes, sometimes, it's hard. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to have hard moments. It's supposed to have difficult moments. And then they get so, how did they figure that one out? You know how they figure things out? By working at it. By trying to understand, by being by paying attention, noticing the details, and looking for Easter eggs. And it annoys me that, nowadays we seem to be criticizing this sort of action instead of, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just angry. I don't know why I'm finding it hard to explain my statement, but the words are failing me right now along the workday. Don't worry. Don't worry. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll try to understand it on my own. I think I understood it. Just don't want to be speaking off term. But it's not your fault. It's mine for being a dum dum and not really understanding English as well as I would have liked to. But see, I'm willing to work for it because I want to understand the I want to get to the point, and I think you made a really good one. I'm trying to teach the kids that you work hard, you get good stuff. Yeah, dude, it's crazy that I keep seeing stuff like it wasn't about the my dad, he never actually told me stuff like that. He just, I picked it up, and yes, I had to do like summer jobs to get money to get stuff. Like if I want to go on a vacation with my friends, it's not that my parents didn't have the money to spend. It's just, oh, you got to work for like 3 weeks and then you can go with your friends, because then I understand the value of things. And if I want something, I work for it. And a crucial thing that I also had to understand, because it happened to me a couple times, is that sometimes you may work really hard, you may try your best, you may do everything right, and it still won't happen to you. And that's part of life. You just have to deal with failure. That's just something that happens. Sometimes you can do no wrong. You can do everything you're supposed to do, and it still won't happen to you. But that's life. That's how it goes. It wasn't meant to be sometimes. That's what it is. And, I see people get angry and saying, oh, I deserve this, or I should have had that. And yes, maybe you should, but that's not how it works. You don't get things because you should get them or because you deserve them. It's because you were meant to get them. For some reason, it didn't happen. And, you pick yourself up and you go again, you try again, you go for it. Fully aware that it may not never happen. That's how it is. There's no other way to look at it. The reason I play many games is to find a challenge or find something lost in so many games that are good games. I admire that, Bone. I think that's the reason that a lot of the old gang, by the way, how's it going, Retro? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. We're talking, big talk here, so I don't want to stop the train of thought, because that train flies off and I never catch it if I stop to say hi. But yeah, I think nowadays it's like we a lot of people just want the instant gratification. They don't want the challenge. They don't want to feel like they earned it. The coolest thing about Metal Gear Solid for me, the first one, and I keep going back to it because it was a big important moment for me with video games, is the fact that I actually figured it out by myself. I felt great working out some of the boss stuff that for a person of my time back in the day, of my age, it wasn't easy to do. But I remember that great feeling, and that's what I wanted. I wanted more of that, not things to be easier. I don't want the easy cheats. I don't want anyone telling me what to do. I want to figure it out. I want to put the work in. I want to try and get there by myself. Where the gamers of today are what people were afraid of years ago. They're lazy and want instant gratification. Have we finally gotten there, Heidi? I think we might have finally gotten there. Enjoy the lark, me, Kano. Sorry that we got sidetracked and I'm not playing the game too much, but I'm enjoying the conversation. Hands are too shaky for surgery? Mine too. Entitlement is not a good quality? Absolutely not. It's one of the worst things. I hate entitlement. Best result of a challenge is like I don't quit Celeste. You should be quitting. Like Celeste is a great example for it. I was talking about it a couple streams ago when I played the when I did the 4-8 challenge and I played the strawberry mod. I had no idea. Like I didn't beat the entire mod. I didn't beat all the levels, and I was fully aware I couldn't do it, at least in the time that was specified. But I was still so surprised that I beat some of the levels with my, I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not an expert at the game, but I picked it up and I worked at it, and I was able to do so much good stuff that I was surprised with how good I was a little bit, which told me that maybe if I continue play, I might get like that good, or I might not. I just might not have enough time to get excellent or expert at that. But it was still surprising how, challenging it was, but how great it felt to get that good. So I'm glad you brought up Celeste. I like that example. It's interesting. I'm the only catching part of this, but the part about the hidden skills of gamers, the cliche is all being hyper reactive and such, but soft skills of long gaming experience is solid. The soft skills of long gaming experience is I should start putting my decades of gaming experience on my resume. Can be a conversation starter. You never know. You never know. That might be a good idea. Just understand the fixation on sales numbers and whatnot. I'm with you. Yet I do not care. And I specifically swore about that part because I don't know when we start to turn our heads towards, oh, that's a good game because it sold I don't know how many billion copies. Yes, but are you playing it? Are you enjoying it? Are you having a good time? Oh, I never played it. I just bought the copy and it sits on my Steam library. I'll play it someday, eventually. So last options are great range of accessibility options, and I love it. I love it for that. Yeah, I love the accessibility part. It's a whole different spectrum when it comes to the challenge thing. But the fact that it's accessible to everyone, or at least all the cases they can cover, it's something we should be mindful of when developing games. I was surprised with how great the accessibility options were on the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I think that's amazing because Silent Hill 2 is such an amazing game, and the fact that they spent a lot of time, because it's really good, by the way. If you haven't seen it, check it because it's really, really good. They did a lot of good work. It means like they were mindful of that and they actually cared. Oh, I agree. I think they did an amazing job on Silent Hill 2, the remake. Okay, so I wanted to try this. So I want to see if this adds or it just changes. Okay, so it adds. Okay, I like that. So we would get a +6 attack, +2 range, and +3 bullets. But I think I'd rather have the ×3 shooting. Okay, we'll just reload quickly. We're experiencing this tool stuff. I like it. This is really good. I like that. I like that you can build like better weapons. How's it going, Pojo? Good to see you. I mean, Pojo wasn't here from the beginning. Happy Tuesday, but he agrees 100% with what I've said. The entire stream, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna do. I think I figured out what I'm gonna do pretty much now. Thank you for tuning in to Solid TED Talk. I'm not, dude. I'm not. I would never do anything like that. I do presentations of work at work, and that's, you know, that's as far as TED talking as I would go. Now, I really want those three bullets in the rifle could be really, really good. But do I dare lose my weapon? I'm gonna keep the tool for now. I think we're good. I don't even care about him playing games or opening cards. I come here for the solid rant. Now people are gonna say I'm ranting to copy death. Just a death clone. Dude is also playing Parasite Eve, which he recently played. Now he starts ranting. Just copying the script. You can't expect Gris to sell millions of copies given what it is, but if Gris sold appropriately towards what its niche market is, then sales numbers would be a good factor of did the studio deliver or not. I don't know. I mean, sure, I know the studios care for sales numbers, but me as a player, I would never use that as an argument to sell you Gris. Like, I wouldn't say, oh, you need to play Gris because it sold well to their niche market. I would tell you, dude, you should play Gris because it's a 2-3 hour experience that to this day, if I listen to Gris, you know, if I listen to the part 2 song, I cry like a baby because it's a masterpiece. It's a piece of art. And, you know, that's why you should play Gris, not because it sold well. That's what I would say. Complain about the PlayStation Store. Yeah, that's the next step. You got it, buddy. E33 sold 8 million copies because the studio delivered a product that people wanted. Definitely exceeded the expectations of a turn-based RPG niche. The reviews would be an equally valuable resource to buy it as well. Back in the day, we just bought games. No, we had other ways to see games. We had magazines. There were like morning programs that would display games. Still, the sales figures, I don't know. Oh, dude, I still do that, Retro. I still do that for the box art. I was talking about it. Most of the times I go on my PlayStation Store or I go on the PlayStation Plus, I look at the games and I go for the thumbnail. And if the thumbnail looks interesting, I'll play it up. That's how I found Dendara. Dude, I love Dendara. And Dendara was, I just looked at the image and I was like, this looks nice. And I love Dendara. Dendara was amazing. That's how I picked up Gris. That's how I played Hollow Knight. I didn't know anything about these games. I just gave it a chance. How's it going, Daniel? Look, this is you in Parasite Eve. There's a Daniel here. It's this dude in the car. You'd ask your friends on the playground and lend games. Yeah, that's it. The good old discussion on the playground. And you wouldn't say, oh, you need to play Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped because it sold 10 million copies. First of all, if you knew that in that age, I wouldn't want to talk to you. Because you need to go outside and touch grass. You're stealing internet for someone to look that up. Or you're either mighty rich to know that. I want you to tell me how good it felt to play it. Oh yeah, thumbnails do a lot of the heavy lifting for the games, absolutely. Good old days of reading game manuals on the car rides home. Dude, the smell of the gaming booklets. Of opening a fresh new gaming booklet. Game case and smelling that game booklet. And going through it with the, you know, in the back of your dad's car with the street lights and seeing the images and understanding nothing. Oh, understanding nothing of what's so. Oh, what happened? My PC just went nuts. Oh. I don't know what happened. Is the stream okay? I let my controller fell down and the magnifying glass opened and zoomed in everything. I couldn't see anything on my screen. Nothing is broken, right? Okay, everything is okay. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Just freaked out. Hey, you're supposed to be up in the front with me. You're right. I'm in the front. What do you mean? Okay, no rules don't apply here anymore. You can take the shortest route through Manhattan. Sorry, I just wanted to move to the cutscene here. Let me catch up. Giving you the full world map on a piece of cloth. Oh, physical copy, unwrapping smell. That used to be great as well. I remember that. Dude, smell is probably the best sense that takes you back. If you smelled something like that nowadays, you would instantly remember where you went, what you were doing, everything. Not even just the game booklets, the new book smell. Oh, new book smell. Yes. How's it going, Seraphic, by the way? It's good to see you. We opened, last stream, we opened a Secrets of Strixhaven Codex box, and it was the worst opening I've ever did. I was absolutely felt it. I didn't get a single mythic. Horror game I played last night was decent for $1.40. Nice. That's what I love to hear. Trev and Marsh are down. Trev and Marsh were down? What happened? What happened, though? Tell me. Miss when we don't have physical copies and everything turns to digital? I don't think that's gonna happen every time. Anytime soon, at least. Pulled an Elvis and threw his remote on through his TV? What? Olfactory is one of the strongest things to remember. Yeah, absolutely. I think people underestimate how much smell brings things back. It's insane. Just smell the books, don't read them. Yeah. I'll put it on YouTube. Don't worry. But yeah, it was a bad opening, Seraphic. No, you don't need to be jealous. It was terrible. And it sucks because I don't have more money to invest in cars for the rest of the month. I just got felted, and that's what, you know, that's what happens. It happens sometimes. It smells of rich mahogany. Yes. Trav's PC broke down? What happened? I need to shoot Trav a message. He probably won't see it because he doesn't have a PC. Power supply for the monitor? Yeah, I think I'm having issues with our power supply as well. I do need to check that out. So we were in Soho. I think we're going for Central Park, right? Need to check out Area 51. I nearly caved and bought the Final Fantasy Magic starter set just because so many people buy cards. Dude, the Final Fantasy Magic cards are so good. I cannot understate how good they are. And the pack is so fun to open. So yeah, I don't know how to play Magic. I just collect. What did Trav do? Who knows? We just blessed Trav's heart, like Heidi said. There's no sign of Eve, but the animals from the zoo are still on the loose. There's the whole Final Fantasy TCG? Yes, there is, and it isn't as good as the Magic one, I'll tell you that. UTB can keep streaming. I sure hope it does. Hey, I'm streaming as well. I know you guys enjoy some of it. I never played 13 or any of the 13 games. I should, actually. It is on the list of to play games, but it's kind of low on it. I'm gonna go Thursday to try and learn how to play Grand Archive. Guy on a local shop Discord reached out and was like, hey, you want to come learn how to play? I'm trying to get a shop to carry it. That sounds like a good idea. Let me know what you think of it. I'm glad you enjoy it. We'll just do. I mean, we're 1 hour and 15 into Parasite Eve. 20 minutes of it was, you know, discussing whatever we discussed. It was just me ranting about games and how people interpret the industry. And then we'll just do some guess the audio and we'll go home. Gear for your setup is running 100%. Nice. Oh, by the way, Bone, I played a peak-like game that was to go to the casino with the boys. Dude, I strongly recommend it. It was quite the experience. Thanks for being here, Chimp. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Gamble with Friends. Yeah, that was the one. I was thinking about the name, but I couldn't remember it. Oh, it was so good. It was really good. You missed Thursday with the boys? Yeah, me too. Good things come to an end, though. Maybe in the future we'll see more gaming with the boys. You never know. Maybe when I get paid to do it. I'm kidding. But I've seen people do it. Is that a spoiler? I don't think it is. I would recommend it. It is really good. I had a great time with it. We made it all the way to 100K, and then we had 0K at the end of our session. It's great. It's the full casino experience. No, I never know. By the way, we never know. Me, Zach, or Marsh, or Mushroom, we have no clue when, you know, it's time for gaming with the boys. We just get the message, and we go for it. Not bad for the first time. Yeah, it wasn't. It was good. It was cool. Oh yeah, I need to swing by one of the days you were doing multiplayer games. I had a short but fun time when I was in your stream. It was fun, but genuinely tired. You were saving for a new? I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have come here. Or maybe I'm forgetting the path I should be following. Yeah, either if I have like a holiday or something like that, then I can actually join. Otherwise, it's tough. It sucks. Time zones shouldn't be a thing, but they are. You know, every time we do gaming with the boys, I need to message my boss and say, hey, so I may come in late the next few Fridays. Because I'm gonna be up late a couple of Thursdays. But it's worth it. It usually ends, when I did gaming with the boys, it usually ended at around 4 a.m. my time. And but honestly, never got late even for work the next day. I would just get up at the same time, got on with my job. Oh, nice. Feels good to have time off work, doesn't it? Also, it's easy when you do gaming with the boys with, you know, people that actually are funny and keep you entertained. The hour feels like 10 minutes. It just flies by. So I think we need to go back to the precinct, actually. I don't think we have anything to see here. Oh yeah, we'll I think a couple of maybe 2 weeks from now, I don't know exactly when, there's going to be a national holiday. So we can schedule something in. It'd be fun. Oh, look at the range on this rifle. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. June has no holidays in Canada? Are you guys just against Canada, against June? I know there's a couple of holidays in June. I don't know when they fall in, but I do know they are. Totally meant to spend it that way. Don't worry, I got it. So, I think I chose the wrong place. We'll go back. I didn't see this chest? I'm blind. My inventory is full. I'm gonna drop this thing. There's no weapon? I missed the weapon? A P8 handgun. What does it have? Garbage stats. 19. It's not even better than the M19. Okay, so I think I'm gonna choose to go back to the precinct. And maybe we'll figure out where to go next. I thought there would be something here because, you know, we came from here. Did I return? Yeah, I'm an idiot. But maybe I was wrong. Because we came from Soho, right? I don't think we go to the museum. Nothing to see in Carnegie Hall. Pretty solid attempt to make an RE game by Squaresoft. I mean, I don't know which game released first. I actually have no clue. Yeah, you can see the resemblance, absolutely. Okay. Oh yeah, the map is ambitious. It looks interesting. Yeah, they had a vision and they stuck with it. I appreciate that. So no one is at the precinct as well. What about... Are the dudes in here? So no one here as well. They must be evacuating the city then. Yo, Kyleo, how's it going? Good to see you. It's been a hot minute. Happy Tuesday, dude. Been good. Been vibing to this game. I'll do a cheeky save here so I can go downstairs and see if we can improve on a couple of slots in our weapons. While we try to figure out our next move. Never played it yourself? Dude, I can strongly recommend it already. This is a really good game. And the soundtrack, oh. This song specifically is really good. Sucks that it stops here, but that's a massive banger. We don't have a permit, but yeah, we're gonna drop some stuff here. Shut up, let me drop stuff. So, I'm gonna leave this thing. We're gonna leave the club 1, the P8, the Kevlar, we're gonna move this vest as well. And these are the 2 weapons we're going with, and the club. Let's see if we have any items. Oh, we have 2 tools. Oh. Bunch of revives, medicine. Do we need all these keys? I'm gonna... drop these keys for now. Oh, I didn't pick up the tool that was here. I had the tool that... So I have 3... I listened to the whole spiel about what the tool did, and I didn't use it. Classic solid. All you need to know about Parasite Eve is this banger. So we have 3 tools now. We could boost some neat weapons or vests. We could grab the other vest and put the extra slot in it. I'm gonna save these for now. Actually, I'm gonna take them with me. That's not a bad idea. Let's check the rest of the precinct, do a quick little save. Oh, we can get upstairs now. Probably no one here. Oh, there's still this dude here that won't let us enter. I thought everyone would be out of here and I could check that room, but lucky. Yeah, nothing here. So where should I be going? I was thinking I should be going back to Central Park, but obviously it wasn't it. Talk with the NYPD dude. It just says the same thing. Let me go save first. Forgot to save because we need that. We did the changes right there. Actually, we've been playing for like 90 minutes. We could end our section here. And we'll do something else for the rest of the stream. It's already close to midnight. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it here while we next time we figure out what to do. Was still a very, eventful section. We had boss fight, big cutscene. We figured out how to work with the tool thing. I like that you have the tool. Once you use it, you can't just use it again. So that prevents this tool thing from being absolutely broken. But it's still cool that you can actually swap stats, or the plus stats. We can, dude, there's so much good stuff we can do there. But by limiting it for the item, because once you use it, it disappears, and the item you use it disappears, it prevents it from being broken, which is really dope. Yeah, it's almost midnight. Time flies when we're having fun. But yeah, looking forward to see what's up next in this adventure. Sorry that this episode was a little bit, slower. We got sidetracked with a big discussion. But that's how things flow here. We just have fun with each other and discuss strong ideas. Everyone can say goodbye to YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.